It just came as an option. A school opened close by to my house, and I was very young. I was just about 22, I think, 22, 23. So just to kind of explore something, I walked in, and they had a vacancy for a junior school teacher in grade nursery. So they said, and they were starting up, so they basically just wanted somebody who could speak good English and handle kids. So they said, would you be able to handle kids? I said, I have no idea. I can try. So I started there, and I think I just loved it so much that I just stuck on. And then I changed schools because of, again, my son's admission, wanted him in a better school. So, teachers have that privilege of a lot of concessions for the children. So I changed, and then I stuck on, and I think it was the best thing that ever happened to me, because being with children, interacting with children, teaching, and I've taught all classes. It started from nursery, then I've practically taught every single class from pre-nursery to grade 12, and variety of subjects. As a mother teacher, as a English teacher, as a social studies teacher, as a commerce teacher, and geography and everything, and it's just been wonderful. I would not want to be any. So that's how it started, and I'm very happy about it. One thing is that children teach us, to accept people as they are. And when you work with children, you understand, because very young children, especially, they will connect to a teacher who's honest. And even older children, I feel, if they sense a honesty in you, they would connect with you. So I think children just have taught me to be very honest, and to be 15 years ago, 20 years ago, when the question of a teacher taking an outdoor class was unheard of, or doing storytelling. So I used to do all my history with stories, with the entire, Mughal era, everything. I never took a book. I would just tell the children a story and they would remember everything. I taught them the Southwest monsoon through a complete story of a policeman and a woman getting married and all. You won't even believe it if I tell you. And really, and the kids used to love it. And I used to, get those looks from a lot of people that, what are you doing? Why is your class outside? So it just taught me that, okay, you do what you have to do, and you move on. You don't let things deter you. So I think those qualities, and I got a lot of courage. Children teach you to be strong. As a teacher, as a head of school, for me, all children are the same. I mean, there's no difference in any child, whatever community. We may kind of try to push them into these packets. As far as I'm concerned, a child is a child, a student is a student. He can be from any background, any religion, any community. And I think having a choice in your preferences for a partner is really it doesn't define any difference in any student. So I'm very happy to have students from all kinds of children. I think the more the merrier. So it'll be absolutely fine. And I would encourage. I mean, I think as a school we would be very sensitive to children if they have such preferences, because let's face it, in India today, it's still kind of coming out there, and the acceptance is increasing. So we could set an example as a school. We'd be very, very happy to. Administrator, one of the biggest differences that, as for administration, you need a little different kind of a mindset. So when it comes to doing, let's say, so I have never been very good at maths, honestly, I'll tell you. So, numbers used to scare me. So whenever we had to do budgets initially for the school, like as a school, you have to make huge budgets. So, it's a good, 6 months process that we get into. So initially it used to, take a lot more time, where I had to really sit on it and, study it and all that. But I think over time now I've become pro, totally. Now I can kind of get a budget done in a flash like that. and it requires a lot of planning. So yeah, that used to be a challenge, but not anymore. It was a good opportunity to learn and overcome my own fears, I think. Another thing that is, honestly, I'll tell you, one thing that is difficult for any head of school is the huge sense of responsibility, that comes onto your shoulders, especially at a time of crisis. Because at that time, you have to take those decisions. So like recently in school, when we had that whole corona thing, which happened, where a parent of our school was the first one testing positive, and what do we do and what do we not do? So those are times that, you do feel that yeah, it's a lot of responsibility. But I think with a support of all our colleagues, everybody, you kind of get through it. Supportive community is very important. So that works well. And any other challenge? Not really. I've had a very good. I mean, I would not change my job for anything, and I would never change my job at Shriram for anything at all. Dad was in the army, okay, and he was also a mountaineer, and he was on the first Everest expedition that ever went up, Indian Everest expedition. So he was on that, and I mean, he was on that team that climbed Everest for the first time with a lot of difficulty, and he was a very straightforward person. So he always told us, that uh, one of the most important qualities in any human being is honesty, that you should be truthful, and you have to be truthful to yourself first, and always have that sense of loyalty to your community, to yourself, to your organization, to your family, and also have that very strong sense of integrity, so that tomorrow, you don't have to ever on a kind of be on a back foot when you are ever called up to answer any question. Because if the easiest thing in the world to defend is the truth. So when you speak the truth, you can defend it very easily. And that is what I have always told you children also. Be honest, be straightforward, come up with whatever is troubling you, whatever wrong you've done. Acceptance is much higher when you are ready to accept it first yourself, and then the solutions are always available. So I think honesty and loyalty, these are two things which I would encourage everybody to have. And of course, I'm a very proud Indian. I keep telling you children that. It's always, Sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara. And that's happening even now. I mean, the whole world is talking about how India is handling the crisis. So I think our culture, our values, and being very proud of yourself and having a strong core as an Indian is very, very important. You can go anywhere in the world. The whole world is open for you today. Not at the moment, but again, it will open up. But I think it's very important to be very proud of your own roots and your values.